It's no secret that academic grades don't tell the whole story regarding a student's performance here at EAHS. It may hide inconsistent work habits, attitude, collaborative and inquiry skills. Likewise, low grades may hide a student's work ethic, respectfulness, and collaborative skills. To better communicate information, a team of teachers, administrators, business partners collaborated and came up with the following 3 employability skills. 1, dependability and reliability. 2, communication. 3, professionalism and work attitude.
Hi, the high school staff wanted to make sure that all students have a thorough understanding of how they will be scored on their employability skills. So I'll be going through the definitions on the rubric. So you can see the rubric now. Consistently means with a constant or definite pattern. Usually means in most cases and typically. And rarely means not often, seldom, or infrequent. Also, the posters posted in each classroom further clarify what each skill looks like in each classroom.
You might be wondering how these scores are going to be used. Well, it turns out that they are not going to be part of your academic record. However, they will be used for several things unrelated to your academic grades. For example, these behavioral skills will be recorded every 6 weeks, but will not appear in your transcripts. Eventually, they will be used to help identify students who need support in developing these skills. In the future, these scores may be used to identify students who will have building privileges, identify students for co-curricular eligibility, and eventually it could be used to identify students for leadership positions.
Hello, I am Mrs. Pella, your Career and Technical Education Coordinator. In this position, I place a lot of students on the job, either through youth apprenticeship, co-ops, or internships. Today I would like to talk to you a little bit about a set of skills called employability skills. These skills are the skills you are now being evaluated on by your instructors during the school year. They include dependability, communication, attitude, and professionalism. These are all extremely important when it comes time to placing you on a job either through the youth apprenticeship or co-op or internship programs. Let's talk a little bit about dependability. Do you make it a priority to being at school every day and on time for all your classes? That's going to be a key factor when I consider you for a youth apprenticeship or co-op position. Why? Because that tells the employer that you're going to be on the job every day and that you can be relied upon. I do check your attendance, so please make sure if you want to be in a youth apprenticeship program, you have good to above average attendance. Next comes communication. Can you communicate effectively with your instructors and your classmates? You need to know that the number one reason for being let go from a job is poor communication. You need to use proper speech and grammar to express yourself clearly on the job. In addition, communication includes listening. You have to listen with intent, and if necessary, take notes when being instructed. And finally, attitude. Your attitude toward others and your job will either make or break you. Be willing to learn. Be open to constructive criticism, because that's how you do learn. Understand that you don't know it all just yet, and above all, show respect for others. You can be trained in the technical and hard skills. That's the easy part. The employability skills you need to develop yourself. So work hard on these, for they will guarantee you career success.
So another example of when we'll be looking at the rubric is to determine eligibility for students to go on school trips. When we take students abroad to other countries, we're looking for students that are really respectful. We need students that respect other cultures, respect other people. Also, the portion of the rubric that talks about students being cooperative is very important when we're in another country. And then the third aspect we'll focus on is students being on time to their classes. When we go on trips, we have to meet up several times as a group, and we want students that are punctual.
Employability skills can also be used to help us with career-based learning and college credit opportunities. We are restructuring the application process for things like co-ops, apprenticeships, internships and TAs, even the Autos 3 class, and some opportunities for college credit at Gateway Technical College, like CNA, the new contracted welding opportunity, and what used to be called Youth Options, which is now Start College Now. We will add those, to those applications, we're going to add the Employability Skills rubric, and in addition to GPA, attendance, and signatures from parent, student, and administrator, and counselor, we're going to add those employability skills as just one additional way to make sure that students have the skills necessary for those opportunities. And those skills would be things like work ethic, communication, and professionalism.
Hi guys, a little bit about employability skills. Punctuation, professionalism, good communication. These are things that employers expect. As a former employer, I know these traits are important. They're things that they want to see out of young people. As a young adult, you may not have much else to go by. If you don't have a lot of work history, they may need to see this as an example of what you're capable of doing and how you conduct yourselves. Now, as an instructor, they come to me and they will ask what you've actually done, how you've been. What kind of qualities do you have? Now, we need to relay this information to them so they can make good decisions about hiring people. So do your best, put your best foot forward every trimester, and do good on these skills. Thanks.